Hello y'all, welcome to part 10 of my Authoritarian Venice playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, The Road to 56. In part 9, we capitulated the German Empire, which is now completely almost owned by the French Commune, and the Comintern was occupied by the Comintern, the Czechoslovak Socialist Republic, and the French Commune. And now we're pushing into Asia with our military, our army. We have one army in Siberia. The first Phoenician army is up there, and the larger group of units is down in the Xinjiang clique's territory. The Soviet Union was fighting the People's Front faction, which is led by the Communist Chinese, and we're going to run into them eventually. So we're going to have the Comintern versus the Communist Chinese People's Front, and so Mao versus Joseph Stalin. We'll see how that ends. I mean, the Comintern is doing extremely well right now, but once we push through the Xinjiang clique's territory, we're going to go into China. Tibet into the Ma clique's territory, and Tibet at this moment is occupied by the Japanese shogunate, who we have to beat the Japanese shogunate because they're a member of the Central Powers faction. In fact, I think they're the last major power left in the faction. Let me check. Look here real quick. Let me see here. Comintern. Yeah, they're the last member we really need to defeat. And while we're fighting China, we probably also have to defeat the Chinese Soviet Republic, who is like I said before, the leader of the People's Front. Now let's unpause. We're pushing into the Xinjiang clique's territory. They're going to lose their capital. Well, this is like their third capital at this point. We've taken nearly every place that gives us victory points at this time. They should capitulate very soon. And we have an aggressive battle plan there, pushing there hard in Xinjiang and Siberia. There's also a big advance taking place in Siberia. Let's go there. We are driving back the German forces and the Japanese who are here. We're hoping to take Vladivostok eventually, but we'll have to see. There's very little supply in that part of the world, and we have to research something. What can we research? Let's get something for our aircraft, maybe. Let's get what can we get? Let's maybe get a maritime patrol aircraft, or no, let's get a medium bomber, cause we can. Just research that. Can we modify our government at all? What can we modify even? Let's get a social order. Let's go with, I suppose, let's see, the greater, no, that's not good. Let me think here. Cultural norms, support 42 was just researched. Let me think here. Let's go with hierarchy. We'll lose some stability, and for the price of stability, for this social order, we'll get higher military factory and dockyard construction speed and a maximum command power increase, which is useful for our army, which is doing a lot of fighting currently. And in our focus tree, let's do Alpini. They're troops that specialize in mountain fighting. Research slot available. Let's research Marines, and let's continue pushing. And I want Xinjiang clique to really capitulate, please. Just get it over with. We have to defeat them, then we got to go into Tibet. We may have to take Altai here, which is held by some troops we're surrounding, pretty hard right now. The Xinjiang clique has capitulated, good, and China declares war on the Democratic Republic of Indochina, which is probably a bad idea because what am I saying? What am I trying to say? Indochina, China declared war on Indochina, which is a socialist republic. The Soviet Indochina, they're a puppet of the USSR. They're a subject of them. So China may end up being at war with us because of that, since they're attacking a member of the Comintern. And China, just so you know, they are a member of the Pact of Rome faction, which consists of Hungary, Austria, Latvia, and, China. So that's all the members there. We may have a war in Europe. We're going to stay out of that because we're busy with our own conflicts so much in Asia. All of our army is in China, with the exception of a few, China and Siberia, with the exception of 24 garrison divisions that are ultimately very weak. They wouldn't be very useful in anything except maybe for a surprise attack, but in a long drawn-out fight they'd lose for sure. And let's fix our borders here, fix up the Army Group 1's front lines, and try to push down here into this area. Just push into the territory of this clique here, the Zaibei Senma area, Ma clique, whatever they're called. And let's just leave these encircled troops by themselves. They're part of Minjiang units, I believe, and they're just going to be wandering around trying to find a way to escape their encirclement. We're pushing in Siberia. The Germans are the Manchurians are being driven back. Can't say too much about the Germans because they're holding their ground pretty well, honestly. And we are going to encircle these couple divisions here and push into the... Oh no, what happened here? The Greater Luxembourg State joined a pact of Rome, and now we're fighting China, I guess. Are we? No, we're not yet, but they're... Yeah, that was a mistake. So the Greater Luxembourg State is going to fight against... Well, I don't know what they're doing. They're fighting against... Who are they fighting against, even? They're fighting against the Central Power. I don't know what the deal is there. Forget it. Keep pushing, though. Get rid of these divisions and push into part of Xinjiang, if possible. Connect these borders, these front lines. That would be great. Dominican Republic joined the Pact of Rome faction. The Republic of Costa Potente joined the Kingdom of Hungary the Pact of Rome also. Who even leads that faction, I wonder? I don't know. We got to keep pushing here. We're not going to help out with that. You're on your own. I don't want to get involved with that for now. We're pushing into Japan, well into China so hard, and we need to win there instead of fighting the Chinese and the Pact of Rome, the Austrians and the Hungarians who are part of that faction. Let's research Signal Company. And did you know, here's some trivia, well, historical trivia. Marco Polo, who famously traveled to China, oh great, the Republic of China has called the Dominican Republic as an ally into the Chinese-German war. Thank you, China. We're not going to fight you, so just be chill. And like I was saying, Marco Polo, the famous traveler who wrote, well, I think he wrote a book. He is from Venice in real life, so the Venetians are back in China in a way. So we're pushing here to Gomud, which is the capital of the what? Capital of the Ma Clique. And we also got to have someone take Khotan eventually. We'll let the Soviets handle that with an armored division if they so wish to attempt that. Canada joined Anso's faction. They're fighting the Central Powers like we are. Now let's start getting small arms. What? Small arms 42, because we researched it. We needed a lot of steel for that. And the Commonwealth of Australia called Canada into the war with the Central Powers. Let's get some steel from the Americans, who have tons of it just lying around because they have plenty of resources. Let's continue our push, keep advancing. We're going to need a new front line drawn up very soon once we take care of this. Here, can we make a new front line now? This is a little awkward, I'm not going to lie. I need to fix this, so let's pause here. Make a new front line for these guys, and we'll just have to work with that. And just push hard into China. Push into the land of the the Chinese Soviet Republic, and everything else we can try to take out here. This is going to be attacked with 76 Venetian divisions, and their goal is to drive as hard as they can into China, take out the Japanese shogunate troops there, the Chinese Soviet Republic, the Shanxi clique, the Ma clique, whatever's left of Xinjiang clique, and whatever other enemies are around here. There's tons of them, though. All the warlords are fighting against us, which is whatever. They're going to be busy in Indochina. They're busy fighting down there, so maybe we can have a attempt to take them out. Let's get concentrated industry 5. We're pushing in Siberia still. At least we're keeping the Japanese and their allies busy up there, the Central Power troops, whatever's left of them. They're a little occupied right there. And the German Empire they were given Shandong, Qingzhou, or whatever it's called. I think they were given that by the Japanese. They were nice enough to give them that, maybe because they're their allies when they occupied China. We're still pushing into the Ma clique's territory, open a front line here, take this province. This is an aggressive order, so we're going to be pushing hard. And can we move our planes anymore to the east? We can't. No, they can't get to that airspace, so we can't count on air support for this attack. Great. We just use force attack here. That's going to work, hopefully. We had to withdraw from a position in Siberia. Unfortunate for sure. Recent immigrant influx. Okay. We could give up our position in Siberia and instead move all of our units into China proper and instead focus on that. I mean, we could. Very well could. Keep pushing here. Just advance as hard as possible for Venice. Take all of the enemy's land. We have very little cavalry. The majority of our units are division. They're infantry divisions. So we have 100 divisions and 98 of them are infantry. We have 1 regiment of cavalry and 1 regiment of light tank, or 1 light tank unit. And they want to call us into a war. We're going to say no. We don't want to get involved just yet. We don't want to fight the Austrians and Pact of Rome and company. They are pushing them, though. We could actually organize some kind of attack. We just struck at them from a particular angle. Can we fight Yugoslavia? Oh, they have a war goal on. They have a war goal on the Italians, but they're not going to do anything, I think. Let's train some divisions. We have some infantry divisions we need to get trained. We have plenty of manpower, even though we are scraping the barrel in terms of conscription law. It's whatever. And in the research tree, let's get maybe, because we can just do it, logistics company 3. I'm getting research for the sake of getting it done. And the Comintern is pushing into the Pact of Rome now. If Hungary joins the war, they're doomed. Honestly, they're going to get destroyed. Let's unpause now, continue our fight in Asia. Pushing into the Mod Cliques land now. They are not really doing well at stopping us. Let's actually draw back our units from Siberia, because it's just a mess. The 1st Venetian Army, who was deployed there, is going to return, go join the rest of the troops we have in China. That'll be, well, that's going to be all of our divisions now. That's going to be concentrated in China. Before, we had like 50-some divisions, not 76. 76 is the total amount in the army group we have here. But we're just going to focus extremely hard on pushing into China and taking whatever we can. Hopefully the 1st Venetian Army will arrive soon. We also have some planes up here that can't really do much of anything, but it's whatever. They'll still back up our allies with air support. Hopefully they'll be able to be effective for them, maybe. But let's just keep pushing into China. We'll try to drive out the Central Powers and the People's Front, which is opposing us here in great numbers. Well, not yet anyway. We have more troops. More Venetian troops are in China at this time than Japanese or Chinese troops, so it seems. I guess it's because the warlords can't really mobilize that many divisions. I don't know. It's whatever, though. We're pushing hard, pushing as hard as we can, though. Advance deeper into China and take over every piece of land we can possibly get to. Get into Tibet, please. The Venetians are going to take Tibet, hopefully. And the 1st Venetian Army is going to take some time to get over here, but they're going to arrive at some point. They're having to get all the way from the front line in Siberia, and that's going to take a little bit of time. Not enough manpower for garrisons, whatever. And call to arms from the Union of Britain. No, don't worry about that. Keep pushing, though. And it appears that Xinjiang clique is trying to recent immigrant influx. They're trying to reorganize some kind of effort to push out of their... Do we have a problem with resistance? They're pushing out of their... They're pushing out of where? Takala Makan, Kud Kanlan Shan, and Yarkand. They're pushing out of there with the Mingjiang troops. I think Xinjiang's troops they actually had are destroyed now. They're gone because they capitulated. Let's try to capitulate the Ma clique. That would be nice. Let's check our occupied territories. And that is going relatively well. Well, I mean, in Greece it is. In the French Commune and in Italy it's not going that well. We have a unit that is made specifically to deal with all the resistance. It's cavalry and just a military police unit. But the issue with that is that they don't have much hard attack, and the resistance attacks are by hardness of a division, total hardness of a division. And the Greater Luxembourg state has capitulated, okay. And I don't want to answer these call to war requests just yet. We could actually maybe try to get away with it. If we take out the Pact of Rome, that might benefit us. Let's see here. And what do we get out of this? If they gotta just have Hungary be beaten, let's actually maybe join in just to see if we can get anything. Take the garrison forces we have and and all of the ports around the area. They should be fine doing this anyway. 24 garrison divisions, put them up on the Austrian border. Maybe we can get something out of this. We probably won't be able to, though, because the Soviets seem to be doing all the fighting along with the Czechoslovak Republic there, pushing to Tibet. We're focusing so hard on China. And let's actually answer the call to war very soon. Get those units on the lines, please. Get there as soon as possible. Okay, support equipment from Canada. Thank you, Canada. Oh, to fall Berlin. What? What happened here? The war's taking an unexpected turn. Now there's a Soviet civil war. What happened there? There's a Soviet civil war in the middle of our advance. That's not good. That's terrible. Oh well. Things have definitely taken a turn, and so the SSR, led by Grigory Dudnov, he's fighting Stalin. So also, you may notice the Comintern is dead. That faction has been disbanded. Let's take this as an opportunity to form a faction. And what are we going to call it? Let's form a faction with the British. Create a faction. Call it the Venetian League. Let's do that. Venetian League, that could work. Send that, and let's invite as many people as possible to the faction that may want to join. If they don't want to join, I need to get Joseph Stalin on board, maybe. Would he be fine with it? No, he's not. I mean, we could always beat Joseph Stalin. I don't know. I don't want to actually fight Japan at this point anymore. This is terrible. We have no support down here. We have no ports either. We have to manage to capture a port somehow. We just have a bunch of divisions that are stuck in enemy territory at this point. And it's very awkward. That is immensely awkward. Can I just peace out with you? You are not the leader of the losing side. Your war score is in favor. Oh no. I don't know what to do here. This is a really conundrum. Do you want to join the faction? You want to join the faction? No. They want to join the faction. They would join, yeah. So, this is terrible. And so, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, the dawn of the Venetian League that has taken place. And so, now I can invite more people to the faction. Who's going to join? The Czechoslovak Socialist Republic. Invite them to the faction. They will accept. Who else can we get? The Democratic Republic of Afghanistan. Welcome to the club. Our whole war in Asia and China especially has been ruined because we have no kind of what? Get the Amerindian People's Republic on our side. Just invite all the members that were left of the Comintern when that faction blew up. They were all of our allies before, so let's just invite them again. Our whole invasion, our whole war in Asia is in crisis because we have no ports, we have nothing. We have to help someone though who can actually be of use here to us. What do? We have no way of doing anything. Are we going to have any supplies? I mean, we're advanced, we just have no ports for miles. And does the Republic of India want to join a faction, please? This would be a good time for that. Invite the faction. They say no. Of course they say no. You want to join? Pakistan? You want to get in on this? Get in on this action? No, you don't. Okay. Whatever. And Mozambique. Oh no. Well, this is awful. The Soviet Civil War. Yes, I know. It's taken a bad turn for the Comintern. And this has really ruined our war with the Japanese. That is for sure. We need to get a way out of here. What do? I want to keep the Venetian League intact, but we can't fight a war like this. Can we just bail out? We're stuck here, aren't we? We are indeed stuck here. So what are we going to do? We can really just hope the USSR does something. You want to join the faction? No, they don't. They have the Michimorje faction. What in the world is going on? So, they have no faction. The USSR joined the Polish faction. Okay, and so the SSR is over here. So how are we going to do this? You want to join a faction? They want to join a faction? They say no. Okay, so let's actually just kind of bail out now out of China. I am really confused. I have no clue if I actually beat Japan at the rate we're going. This is really irritating. I can't believe the Soviets had a civil war in the middle of all of this fighting. I mean, it just got bad. Let's just withdraw. This is not going to work. We're going to have an entire army destroyed for that mess. I don't want to get involved in this anymore. Let's just go up here. I'll actually attack the Soviet Union if I have to. I gotta fight them to Japan at the rate we're going. Let's just bail out of here. Get out of China. We're gone. We're leaving. We're leaving. Just abandon this place. And Japan's calling people into wars and stuff. We're getting out of China. I'm glad we moved the Soviet Socialist Republic declared war on the Republic of Manchuria. Okay. I may justify on this Union of Soviet Socialist Republics just for ruining that. I do want my units back in Orlando before we bother with that. So all of our units are withdrawing, or they're trying to. They're attempting to fall back. Just, leave. Leave as fast as you can. Just get out of here. We don't want to stay in this place. I don't even know who we're fighting anymore. Colombian-German war. We got some support equipment. Yeah, this is all very confusing at this point. We could help out with the Pact of Rome still. I think we will do that. Just who leads the faction? Who do we got to beat for that? Are you going to still fight the Hungarians? Maybe they will. There's so many wars. This is just a disaster. So it's going to be us, and there is Dmitry Morje. And Dmitry Morje has all the Soviet puppets on their side, along with the Iranian Socialist Republic. There's so many factions. Wow. We're withdrawing from our position, though. This is just a disaster for us. I do not know how we're going to beat the Japanese shogunate. I don't know. Well, I mean, they are fighting Enzo's faction. So, if they can just stay busy with that, that would be good. We're going to have to fight the Michimorje. I want to fight them anyway. Who leads them? Who do they have? They have the Polish Peasant Union is considered a faction leader, and so is the French Commune. If we take out the French Commune, who's a puppet of the Soviets, that's not going to be so bad. But the Polish are going to be another issue entirely. I mean, we do have the Czechoslovakians on their border, but if we let the Czechoslovakians loose to the Austrians in the Pact of Rome, that could be bad. So let's actually help the Czechoslovakian Socialist Republic by joining in their war. Join war, fight them. I mean, we got the British on our side at least, so let's join the war and strike hard. Bring in this army here. They have very few units on the border. These are garrison troops, though. The greater Luxembourg state capitulated. Okay, let's move all of our Air Force back home to Venice, because our Air Force has... Where are they even at now? They're in Dar al-Azir, which is... Where's that even at? Oh, they went to Syria, which is our puppet's territory, I think. We got that from France at some point. But let's move all of our planes back home, put them in the Alpine region, have some fun there, maybe. Try to, anyway. And they're going to take some time to get there. Yeah, they're going to take a long time to relocate. Well, not too long, but they'll get there. Just push into the land of the Austrians. Hope we can push through here, use assault. This is a bunch of garrison divisions. These units were not meant for this type of war with the Austrians, but I hope it will be able to be enough. How long will those units take to withdraw? They're still getting out of the USSR's land. King of Italy called the Shenzi click into a war. How many units have we relocated? Get out of here. Stop advancing, please. Recent immigrant influx. Okay, so just leave. Leave. We're getting out of here. Can we leave? Give us military access. We want to go home. Let's go home. I want to go home. Military access. Thank you. We're going to bail out of here. We're gone. Let us out of here. We're going to leave. Let us leave. Thank you. Get out of here. We're leaving. We're out. Bye-bye. Yeah, we're gone. Just leave this area. It's not safe anymore. The invasion of China has been called off. We're leaving. And I'm not coming back for some time. I'm sorry everything's gone so badly here, but we got to save the Venetian military, the Venetian army, which will be destroyed if we don't immediately just leave. We have to leave. Just abandon all advances here. We have no ports. There's just nothing. There's total attrition here, and we're actually probably going to fight the Mitsubishi faction when all is said and done, because I don't like them. They sort of just left us high and dry. Joseph Stalin couldn't settle his problems, so I don't even care if I beat Japan anymore. I'm happy if I just beat the Russians, the Soviets led by the USSR. I mean, Stalin's USSR anyway. But let's leave here. We're going to still withdraw. Keep falling back. Yeah, we're falling back as hard as we can. We're having all of our units relocate. It's going to take them some time. So that means the garrison divisions have to do all the fighting for now. And in our focus tree, let's do purchase foreign licenses. Can we defeat the Austrians? I hope we can. Maybe we can, maybe we won't. Like I said, these are not very strong units we have down here. I really count on helping out just the Czechoslovakians and how they can break through. Australia has called Haiti to the Caribbean. Oh no, what's going on here? The Jamaican Republic joins the ANSA, so does Belize. The Commonwealth of the Bahamas joins the ANSA, so does Haiti. Does this mean every country in the world is on a faction at this point? I think it's fair to say they probably are. Greece declares war with Turkey. And can we get Greece on our side? Or no, they're going to fight. Who are they fighting against? They're fighting the USA, so maybe we can get Turkey on our side. You want to join a faction? You want to join? You say no. Send an invite anyway. They'll probably join ANSO's faction. They will crumble alone. The Kingdom of Greece join the Mitsubishi. Their choice. Some equipment from Britain. Great. And this is our third faction now. We were in the Allies, then we were in the Comintern, now we have the Venetian League, which is all nice and great. Nice and everything. Unless the British usurp our faction. Because, honestly, yeah. It's just... I hope our faction doesn't fall apart like all the other ones did. The first one fell apart because the British left it and all of our allies, all the members of the allies that were remaining except for us didn't want to actually fight anyone. So we disbanded it and joined the Comintern. And now, the Comintern, what is going on? Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, but Brazil was taken over by Argentina at some point. The Republic of Turkey joined the Pact of Rome, okay. That was their call there, probably not the best idea, but you do you. Let's see here. Yeah, all the countries in the world are nearly part of a faction, which is amazing. Latvia joined the Republic of Turkey, and now it is a big mess. Is Turkey going to be the leading member of the faction now, technically? I guess not. And we're still relocating tons of troops. We have a few cavalry here. Give them to these garrison troops. Hope they'll be able to do something with them. Like I said, I hope they can do anything at all. Great, so how's our planes doing? We got recent immigrant influx, okay. Take out some planes. Use them over here in the Alpine region. Okay, they are doing stuff at the very least. They are in the air. Let's get some more planes out, though. If we're not already using tons of them, but we need more fighters and close air support. We don't have no more close air support. Okay, we do actually. 100 dive bombers. Make a new air wing. And go do some stuff, please. Thank you. There we are. So, I don't know when we'll finish this. Well, great, now we gotta fight the... No, they're an ally, technically. How is our military doing in their retreat? Okay, all of our units are bailing out of China. Like I told them to, they're making their way. Don't advance forward, just get out of China. Don't advance. This is done. We're not fighting China anymore. Japan in China. The shogunate's not worth the trouble at this time. Turkey's called to fight us in the war. Great. Let's continue trying to push into Austria, though. If we can get away with it, push through these units if possible. Push them back, use force attack. I can't believe our garrison army is basically doing all the work here. Well, I mean, they're the only thing that we had lying around. I really did not expect the Soviet Civil War to take place this late into the playthrough. I mean, relatively speaking. And these units are still withdrawing. Get out of here, please. Leave. We're not fighting the Xinjiang clique who's going to take all their land back. We want no part of this. I don't even want to, yeah, like I said before, I don't even want to defeat the Japanese anymore. I'm going to take out Stalin just for ruining our entire war effort in that one fell swoop. Provisional government of Greece, no purchase foreign licenses done. They're not ready to become a provisional government or whatever. And in our, can we do war economy? Let's do that. I don't know, I haven't done that yet. Outdated equipment? No, let's start making, what is it? Let's start making medium bombers. Do that. Research slot available. Do SM-84. And no national focus set. Complete, maybe finalize military modernization. And we have exile divisions. Yes, they're trying to leave. They got to get out of some place here. Just ignore the Venetians as the Russian Civil War rages on around us. They have the Polish here, because of course they do. They joined the faction. And yeah. So that's going on. And what else am I missing? So they're trying to pack the Rome. And whatever else is going on in Germany. We are going to attack the French Commune too, for the record. Once we get done here with our units relocating and everything. They got to go through... How are they going to get back home? They got to go through Austria. It appears that's how they're going to get back home. Also, maybe go up to the Arctic and get home that way. We have convoys. We just need to get them relocated. Let's maybe get some oil, some fuel from the USA. That would be great. Thank you, USA. You're so generous. Well, not generous. We did have to pay for that. Whatever. I suppose at least we have enough fuel to last for a while now. We're still trying to push out the Austrians, push them back. We got to defeat the Pact of Rome here and now. That's the plan anyway. And we got to also try to avoid the Republic of Turkey, who's going to probably attack our forces. What's this about? I'm not going to fight. Who am I fighting? Do you want to join the war? Oh, no, you're not going to be letting. These are all of our puppets. We have tons of puppets we got from France when they fell early on with their faction, Humanitarian. And all of this, Road to 56 is just crazy. It's just a trip. It is just one long trip. And the Union of Britain canceled their Lend-Lease. Okay. Let's have an army of garrison divisions here. One infantry division as well. They'll form a 7th army or whatever. Giuseppe Sartori, just lead a unit here, please. And try to push into, I guess, Austria. Get an offensive line. If we can just drive back the Austrians and then the Hungarians, that'll be it for the Pact of Rome. And we'll have a stronger ally as a result of that. I also want to maybe get the Austrians as a puppet. That would be ideal. Just keep pushing, though. Advance there. Advance everywhere we can. And can our allies capture Vienna, please? That's all you have to do. I would like that. Although they are fighting on 2 fronts, so it's whatever. And the Army Group 1 is still traveling home from what can only be described as a long retreat, which only happened because the Soviet Civil War broke out while we were in China. And these units here are still marching home. And we have one unit. What is that? That is a Canada canceled the Lend-Lease. This is Afghanistan fighting against the one militia unit fighting against the units of Minjiang. I mean, our allies are fighting through here, so if the Comintern, if the Venetian League members want to fight the Chinese that way, they can do that. We're just going to have to deal with Austria first before we go back to Asia. Deal with the Pact of Rome. Push with the 6th Venetian army here. Use the order, be aggressive, strike at them, please. Break through their lines, overwhelm them, capture Salzburg, and maybe take something else. I'm going to end, well, with everything going on, I'm going to end part 10 of my part 10 of my Authoritarian Venice playthrough here in the Hearthsfire 4 mod, the Road to 56. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.